Quick. Hey, everybody. It is so good to see y'all's faces. And I know, Lisa, you were out of pocket last week. Sonia was on here, and I'm the one who forgot to post a graphic, so that was my bad. But we're going to go through the things that we always go through on Wednesday night, but then I want this to be super interactive. And so please feel free to unmute and talk to me as we go through some of the things that I want to ask y'all and what you think about some stuff. But first thing we're going to do, just like we always do every single day when we do these together, we're going to start with our I ams and our gratefuls. And I'm going to be telling y'all that this is the first time I've had a chance to do mine today. So I'm catching up. So do 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for in the last 24 hours. And if you want to unmute, say one of them out loud, or you can type it in your thing. I have a lot to be grateful for in the last 24 hours. And so I'm going to have to jot a couple of other things down. I tend to stick to, and I don't remember where I heard this, health, family, and wealth. And wealth may be, I'm so grateful and happy that I've paid off all my debt in 2023 or whatever, so I usually tend to have something I'm grateful for from each of those categories, and things maybe that have had to do with money in the last 24 hours as well, that kind of thing. So go ahead, and you've done your your gratitude. Go ahead and do your I ams. And y'all, there's been a lot happening the last 5 days. And so the things that have popped up into my I am, I swear they know what's in my brain. It's like, how do they suck it out of my head? Because my I ams are like on point. Do what, Charlene?
Who's they? Oh, I thought I was still on mute.
No, you're fine. No, I have an app that's called I Am, and it's like they pop in, and it's like, how do they know what's in my brain? Are they sucking the life out of my brain and hearing those things, And so anywho, jot down your 3 to 5 I ams really quick. Okay, All right, now I know that tomorrow is the last day of the month, but what we're going to do is we're going to log in really quick. We're going to take a peek and see what our QV is. We have one more day where they're doing the 15% off, which if they're getting the 3-step, that's basically going to save them, probably close to their shipping amount, that kind of a thing. But let's log in really quick. I know that our rate of run, if we get a few more orders tomorrow, whatever, that's going to change it. But let's just take a quick peek, because we're also going to go into our customers and we're going to be jotting some names down and so forth. I wish it would leave you logged in, but I guess in a way, maybe it's good that it doesn't, because you don't want people to see your business. So I hope everybody has had a wonderful Wednesday. There we go. Okay, scroll on down and take a look at your business snapshot and see what your current QV is. Okay, I have given out some credits for some folks that are doing a buy two, get one with me, and I'm just waiting for a couple of them to do their orders. And then I do have some things that I want to order for Charlie and and I'm going to use some of our credits. So I've got just a few credits left that nobody used. So I'm like, okay, if nobody used them, then I'm not going to use all of them, but I'm going to use some. And so when you're taking a look at your QV, with exception of a few orders for tomorrow or maybe one order, whatever, this is pretty much where we're probably going to end the month unless something comes around and comes through or whatever. And, are you ending the month close to where you wanted to be, or are you ending the month a little shy of where you want to be? I'm going to hit my lowest number on my goal. I'm going to hit that. But last month I was towards the upper end of my goal. So this was a little bit slower month for me, but am I still going to be in my goal range? Yes, you can bet your sweet bippy I am. And so if I didn't get to a higher range of my goal, I have to take a look and see what activity did I miss. And I've had some traveling, but I've kept up then. Sometimes life hits, life happens. And for a couple of days in there, I don't even think I gave a birthday reach out. So the fact that my number is not at the upper range of my goal, the only person I have to look at this last day of the month, next last day of the month, is myself. There are some days in there where I just did not get some things done. I did not do the do to get the get. So I don't have anybody to blame but myself. But I know I still worked. But what is it going to help me know for October? It's going to let me know, do not take a day off. Get the birthday reach outs done. Even if that's all you can do, get the birthday reach outs done. One of the things I want us to do is we're going to go ahead and go take a look at our team and our customers. One of the things I like to do with y'all is I like to have y'all go in there, grab 5 names. And these are people that you're going to just touch base with, whether they're on your social media feed or whether it's by email. These are your free accounts. These are not necessarily people who have ordered anything yet. One of the things that you can let them know, something along the lines of about the salted caramel. Those are lifestyle mixes, right, that are coming out? Yeah, I think so too. That we've got some new mixes coming out, and it looks like there's going to be like some kind of, they're hinting at salted caramel, some kind of a fudge. Oh, y'all know I'm all about the chocolate. And so that's what I'm going to preface with in my emails. Hey, hope you're having a great beginning of your fall season. It's October the 1st. Happy October, whatever. I know tomorrow's not the first day of October. But just choose a couple of names from that list. And I'm still seeing somebody that I don't know who she is. Here are a couple of people that have thrived with me before, but they're free account emails. These are the people that I'm going to be emailing tomorrow. one of them I'm friends with in Facebook land. So I'm going to make sure that I go and check in on her as a friend today. And I may actually move her name to an email for October the 1st. Give myself a couple of days to interact with her on social media before I send her an email. So that it doesn't look like it just came out of left field. But I do email my free accounts probably once every, like I said, 3 months, 2 to 3 months. I'm wondering if it's some of the, gotcha. If that's some of the flavors of the detox. Huh. That is to be seen, isn't it, y'all? Totally to be seen. What I also want us to do is we're going to go to Instagram stories. Charlene, I don't know if you have Instagram, sister. Okay, you do. Okay, all right. We're going to go to Instagram.
I am focusing on reels. Like I've made a couple, and that's it.
Yeah.
I've tried a bit, but even the most recent YouTube video that I can find, when I pull up side by side, there are things missing. So reels are my thing right now. I'm trying to do.
We got a bit of a crash course. Lisa and I were in Florida a couple weekends ago, and we got a little bit of a crash.
You were like maybe an hour and a half from me tops. I was talking to Lindsay. I'm not joking. Do you know how many times I go to Paso Girl? Do you know how many times I go to St. Pete? I rollerblade down there. My friend lives in St. Pete. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Tammy's Battaglia, who's one of our leaders, her grandparents have a home down there that they've had for like 35 years. It's on the corner of that Main Street and Fifth Avenue.
In Paso Girl.
In Paso Girl.
In Paso Girl. Yeah. It's very small. So
yeah, it faces the sound, and it has 4 like windows up in a dormer. It was just, that was our little treehouse girl bedroom up there, you know.
Yeah. We really followed you guys. I talked to Lindsay for a second. I didn't know you guys were going to be there. Otherwise, on Sundays, I meet my friend on Sundays. We go to random places because I call it blade running because I rollerblade and she runs.
Oh.
But every Sunday for like 3 years, mostly every Sunday for like 3 years, that's what we do. She lives in St. Pete, which is like 30 minutes from where you guys were. And if I'd have just known a little earlier, I would have made my ass be down there. Let me tell you. I've been down there.
Oh, how wild. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is so wild. Well, we really got a crash course on reels when we were down there, and that's what gave us that trajectory. Now, Sonia had been doing them prior to that, and Sonia does some really fun things. And so, but what it helped me to learn was that I don't have to create all my content on my own. And that's what I thought. But what we're going to do in Instagram right now is I want you to go to search, and I want you to go to the Lavelle Facebook or Lavelle IG page. Okay. And today they've got the picture for swap this for that, because I guess today is National Coffee Day. Screenshot that. If you've already done this, great. If not, what we're going to do is now we're going to go into our photos, and you're going to edit this and crop it down. Y'all may have already found this over in Facebook land. I don't know. So anyway, I have cropped that. I'm going to go on to my main Instagram. And that picture is the first one that pops up. And this is what my post is going to be about. It's going to be about, actually, I'm going to put it in my stories because I'm getting ready to do a Lavelle Facebook story that I'm going to copy and paste in Instagram and in Facebook. So I'm going to actually take that out of my main post. I'm going to go put it in my stories. Now let's see here. Now I don't drink Thrive Cafe because I don't like mocha flavored, because I don't drink coffee. And so, and I don't even have one upstairs, but I'm trying to think how many calories are in Thrive Cafe. Anybody know? Anybody have any? What, Lisa? Oh, you have some downstairs. Oh, there goes Sonia. She's going to check. Because I'm going to say something about little to no calories or low calorie. Oh, I can't hear you. You're not talking to me.
It does have some information on there, packed with antioxidants, vitamins. I think I missed your question, actually.
I'm wanting
What
to
you were
know if
looking
there's a
for.
what the calorie count is, because I want to do
50.
something.
50 calories.
Okay.
Oh,
Minimum. So I'm going to put minimal calories. Make it on the go. Any day, and Thrive Cafe. Let me do a Thrive Cafe thing. I'm gonna change up my color of it. Let's do that. Okay, so what I did was in brown, since it's, mocha, I put Thrive Cafe. I put in there minimal calories, make it on the go any day and time, less $ than fancy coffee. I think I'll say coffees. Okay. All right, now I got that in my stories because I'm behind a little bit on my stories. I was helping Arden paint earlier today. Now let's go over to Facebook and let's search the Lavelle Facebook fan page. Now I know that we can share the story, but I used to be able to just copy and paste the wording and then go put it over in my main page on Facebook and copy the picture. I can't do that from my phone now. I only can do that if I'm on my computer and I have my mouse. I don't know why. And does anybody else have an iPhone? Okay. Then Sonia, I'm going to need you to troubleshoot with me because I cannot hold my finger on the words, get it to copy and paste, or copy for me to go and paste it on my own Facebook page. And I don't know why. It's been like that for over a year. So I don't know if I got locked down or something stupid like that. And it may just be human error on my part. That's more than likely what it is. But anyway, so I'm going to scroll through here really quick and I'm going to find a picture that, I'm going to find a picture that I'm going to use. And the person, now who knows, maybe it'll, wait, let's see if it'll let me do it now. No. Okay, but this is the one I want to use. Now I can just hit the share button, but sometimes I don't always want the Lavelle header. I want to be able to put my own words before that. And so the only way I can do that is if I do it over on my computer. And then this is like where I'm working way harder than smarter. So that's why I got to figure this out. And then I copy and paste all of that into my notes so that I can go put it in my Instagram. So there's got to be an easier way. So Sonia, I may have to get with you. I have an 11.
How come you add it to your notes? If you just copy it and then go to your Instagram, you should be able to paste.
Yes, that's right. Because on my notes section here on the, yeah, you're right.
I mean, because I have a ton of notes too, and I was just going through them this morning like, oh my gosh, I gotta do better.
Well, because I'm having to do it. Oh, here's why. Because I'm having to do it on my computer to copy and paste it from my computer. So that's why I have to throw it in my notes section down here at the bottom of my computer. So if anybody knows why my phone will not let me copy the words anymore from the Lavelle Facebook stories, let me know, because it's taking me so much longer. And that's why I have not been sharing as many stories into my main feed.
So are you talking about just certain parts of it? Because I've never been able to do that. I've always had to copy the whole story and
No,
then
no, no.
post it over into notes, cut out what I copy and paste what I wanted from there.
No, I can't even hold my finger on the words and hit select all, and it will copy all of them. It won't let me even select all or let me copy. So that's where I got to figure out what's going on with my phone. I think I have an 11. It's not that old. It's not that old. So anyway, so designate and find your stories. And I have really been working on trying to do more batch work. And just in the last few days, I've kind of gotten behind a little bit. So that's my goal in these next couple of days, is to get caught back up on my batch work. Okay. All righty. So we've got a post that we've just put into our stories that has gone into from Instagram over into Facebook. We've got our story that we're going to share from Lavelle. And then, okay, this is where I want y'all to unmute here in just a few minutes. Charlene, you unmute and tell me whose team you're on.
So Jesse Sayersdahl would be my next upline. And then I think Brittany Williams, but
okay,
I don't really
So
have
you're
any
underneath-
access to any of her information. So I had reached out to Susan and Lindsay
yeah,
in 2019, and I've just kind of been working with them since. So
okay,
I'm
okay,
just
cool.
quoting, I feel like.
No. So technically you're under Maria. So that was my question. Have
Oh,
you
okay,
seen
yeah.
Maria's mastermind?
I'm working on that, actually.
Okay,
I think
okay.
I have 3 left. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I have
No,
2 left.
on
All right,
your-
so let's
yeah.
let's chat about that. That's something that Sonia and I were talking about. And Lisa, I think you're doing it as well, right? Okay, unmute Lisa Lou. Okay, so like, what number is everybody on? Sonia, I think, is on 4.
I just finished 7, so my plan is to get it finished tonight.
Okay, so am I. Now, am I wrong or am I correct that it's just through September?
Well, I think Susan's running the promo that ends tomorrow to be entered into like $100 gift card or something.
That's what ends. Okay.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I did notice is that all of these videos that Maria has done is they're coming to us from YouTube. She's got them in YouTube. So I'm sure if we go to her Team Thrive Nation YouTube channel, we're going to be able to find these. But Charlene, I don't know how long you've been a promoter, but Sonia and I were talking about how I like how each video is very succinct, and then you have a task to go do afterwards. I feel like, oh my gosh, if I would have had these step-by-step videos, I very much learned by watching and seeing what someone's doing. The bot thing, I am going to go back through starting October 1st, and I'm going to redo her VIP bot that she talked about, where you put your new person into this bot and it gives them what to do day 1, day 2, and that kind of thing. When I had done it, it was soon after she had implemented and launched that, and it was on a glitch and it just kept getting stuck. And so I was like, done. And so I want to go back through it and find out if all those little glitches are worked out. But I really feel like these videos are so succinct in helping someone to know exactly what to do, that we've got that bot. But am I the only one who's thinking, oh my gosh, these videos would be fabulous, a short little video for some of these promoters that are like, yeah, I want to run,
I agree.
I agree. Also, her new promoter thing, well, it might have been her that posted it in the leader updates. For February 11th is the date. I've been on there a couple of times, but she mentioned it in one of the classes, so I added it to my notes because I've actually been a promoter pretty much since day 1, but only really decided to start working on it in 2018, and it's so far outside anything I've ever done in my entire life. And then things from my past life, to get on a little bit of a tangent here, I'm learning I'm not quite over, worthiness and stuff like that come from childhood stuff that I'm working through is the only reason I'm not where I want to be with my business. But I've been through a lot of this, and I've been through the bot thing just maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know when you were on it, but there were and I've had 1 or 2 people go through it. not really thoroughly, but they never said anything about any glitches, and I didn't see anything,
Okay.
when I went through it before, but I don't know.
Right.
So
Right. And I want to work back through that bot, because I want to see which one, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of thinking these videos are so good, but would they be overwhelming to someone who's brand new? I don't know, because I'm not brand new anymore. Would
It's
you pull
definitely a
one?
lot of information. But I think it's really good information. And I'm like Sonia, when I clicked the promoter button, it was to get the deal on the double triple, I
Mhm.
didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know there was an opportunity to get the bonuses, and probably wouldn't have pursued it at that point anyway. So I could see where it could be overwhelming, but it's so much good information.
Mhm. Especially for people who are not on social media, like my girls that just recently got Instagram. With it giving, I know I'm jumping ahead because I took notes on this last night, and this is class number, hang on. I think this is class 7 or 8 when she talks about, I think it's class 8. She talks about apps that she uses. And
That's
she said,
7.
now that's 7. Okay.
That was 7, yeah.
Yeah. Like she said, by all means, you don't have to use them all. But when she showed what each of these apps does, yeah, I was like, holy crap, I got out of bed listening to that last night to come in here and take notes. So Split Story blew my mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm downloading that one. I don't have that one. Do any of y'all have any experience with Split Story?
No.
But when she showed how she used it, I'm like, see, that's because I'm so visual. I was like, oh my gosh, this makes some of these things that she's creating, which who knows? I mean, maybe she's got her assistant doing it. I don't know. She's got, people, she got her people, you know what I mean? But Word Swag. Okay. Word Swag is one I have on my phone. Ask me how many times I've used it. Three times. Now Tagomatic, I did not have that one, but when she describes, and Sonia, you're getting a little sneak peek preview, number 7, but Tagomatic is where you can type in a hashtag, and it will give you tons of hashtags that are going to kind of circle in and be all encompassing with that one hashtag. And it's going to give you a crap ton of hashtags that you can utilize, different ones that maybe you hadn't thought of. And the coffee gives you vitamin C. I'm just now seeing that. Oh man. Okay. I didn't realize that. Now, we talked about Lightroom when we were in Florida, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. Lindsay sent me some presets that she had. I still have not been able to get those to open up. And like I would be on some of these Zooms and I would hear people talk about presets. I honestly still do not know what the heck a freaking preset is. But I did download Lightroom. What Maria was saying is
a preset is going to be, and this is kind of true in any kind of photography type thing, is a preset. How do I say visual, basically, you know what I mean? Lighting or contrast or brightness, things like that. It's a preset. It goes true with sound systems too. I'm working with a sound system on my Jeep. Actually, I was just talking to my husband. I'm like, we need to set our presets because for certain types of music, it needs different levels of sound, bass and treble and things like that. So it's a preset of
which
guidelines or
pop.
standards. Yeah. Does that make sense? I don't know.
It does.
Yes.
Because Maria has said it, it makes things pop. And so that's where I want to do some playing. Now, I know that we could get playing into these apps and we could just play in these apps and waste a ton of time. So this is where you're going to have to take a look at your day. And, when you're doing batch work and so forth, maybe make yourself learn one app for 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes. Otherwise, you may want to throw your phone across the room. Go into Google
Sandra,
University.
I'm not saying we're the same, but I wrote down Lightroom, presets, filters, help pictures pop. So we,
yeah, I swear.
I took the same thing from what Maria said.
You and I have the same brain, I'm afraid, we really do. But I'm going to give myself like 5 minutes a day at different times and work on one, maybe work on a different one. I'm not going to try to do all 10 of these. I'm going to choose some that I already have on my phone. There's a couple I'm going to add, but I'm not going to be like Canva, I've had Canva for a long time. I use it on my phone and I use it on my computer. It is still, to me, not the easiest thing to use. So if she's, like she mentioned Unfold. Okay, well, Unfold is a story app that I've got on my phone, and guess who's never used it? Me. So, I skipped PicsArt. She talked about PicsArt, where you can make collages, templates. You can write on your pictures, photo on top of the video. Okay, that's even better than ever PicCollage ever thought about being. Put to me.
Now I have that one. I do use that one quite a bit.
Okay.
Like I don't. I think last month when we got our credits, I had taken that picture and there was a sign up above my head, and I had like that. I was able to take my credits piece and drop that in on that picture. So I did that on PicsArt.
Okay, PicsArt to me sounds like, well, to me in a way, I think PicCollage is kind of, it doesn't have a good, what's the word I want? High quality. To me, PicCollage is like when you're in just the very beginnings of learning how to do some of those things. I think what she's talking about with PicsArt, it sounds like it's going to have just a better, more elegant type quality. To me, PicCollage is something I would do, when I first started working on collages and so forth. Now, some people can make PicCollage look amazing. Mine looks like a kindergartner did it. So that's why I'm trying to move out of PicCollage a little bit and move into something that looks a little bit more professional. Professional is the word I want. Professional. That's it. Mojo has templates similar to Unfold. You can tell a story from slide to slide. To me, that kind of almost sounds like split story, since it gives you the different little, no, Mojo's the one she was talking about, wasn't it? Where she held her thing up and it had like each little segment going down. I may be getting that one mixed up with Split Story. And then I have Story Swag. I've never used Story Swag. Now, Lisa, what notes did you write down where she talked about Story Swag? Because I just have a check mark that I have that one, but I've never used it.
I have no notes. I just have Story Swag.
Okay, I think by the time she got to that one,
talked about it.
Yeah, she didn't really talk a whole lot about that one. Now, Charlene, some of those apps that she mentioned, are those some that you had on your phone that you had already been using? And if so, tell us something that you like about it.
So I have Canva and WordSwag. Haven't hardly used WordSwag at all. And Canva I've been on. But like she says, it's definitely one that you want to spend some time with, because I've spent some time with it already. And I'm like, I'm a visual person. I need someone to show me. And then I got it from there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of the others, but Split Story and Tagomatic, I'm definitely a hashtag person. I do a lot of hashtags on my Facebook posts. Well, I do from Instagram to Facebook, so that's awesome. I can't wait to try that. The story ones, both Split Story and Unfold, I don't know what Story Swag is. I missed that one apparently.
I think it's similar to Unfold.
Oh, okay. I know she said Mojo. I thought she said Mojo was similar to
Mojo similar to Unfold. Yes.
Right.
Story Swag. See, I've never gotten into Story Swag, but I have it.
Okay.
But to me, with Canva being a little bit more difficult to use at times, I'm thinking of going to PicsArt and playing in that for a little bit to see, for me, how does it work? How do the differences work for me the best? But one of the things I loved is just hearing some different things from her that, because we haven't gotten to hear just a whole lot from her, but I know she has been living life, and she had so much going on with Gunnar for a long time, and I don't begrudge any of that, but we're getting to hear more from her. And so I'm learning some things that I had not heard from anyone else. And that's exciting for me in watching these. But as you're watching these, because all of us have been around for quite a while, Sonia's been around the same time I have. Lisa, I think you're just like a smidge right behind me. Charlene, sounds like you've been in, like you and I have been in probably close around the same time. And I lost my train of thought. Hang on. What crap?
I'm not the only one.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't go to sleep till 2 last night. I feel like I've got something kind of like a new lease on life a little bit with some of these apps. Oh, I know what I was going to say. It helps me to realize and y'all tell me this, that as I'm hearing her, that I do know a lot more than I ever give myself credit for. Are y'all feeling that way as well? What's something that, and I know Sonia, but unmute. Sonia, I'm going to start with you because you're next to me up on the top left. And I want you to tell me something that you've heard her say that you're like, oh my gosh, I knew that. That's something that I could totally explain to someone if I needed to. You know, no matter what it is, that you're kind of like, okay, hey, I'm not necessarily the new dog on the block or whatever.
You always put me on the spot.
Okay, well, I'll give y'all a minute to think. Okay, I'll give y'all a minute to think about what is something that you've heard and I was, oh, Lisa, I'm gonna have to redo that picture, honey, because you turned your head away.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. And I
one
got
thing
you
that-
here.
Consistency. You have to be committed. You need to be excited about it, which is all things that we all are when somebody asks us about it. You know, that excitement just naturally comes out. Oh my gosh, that's my, you know, this is
Right.
my all day energy. You know, this is how I
Mhm.
ride that Harley for hundreds of miles. You know, this is how I stay up with my grandbabies. So that the consistency and being committed to sharing, and I've not been committed to, I share my capsules. I don't share my story a lot.
And
you
I
know.
think that's where we can take those snippets of our story, put them into, you know, our Thrive story, put them into these apps and let it play across, just like we've seen some of the other people do. Because it's been a long time, to be honest, that people have heard my story or that they've seen it on Facebook. You know, I've sent it to Lavelle. I know they're getting a ton, and I need to do an updated version. Lisa, what was something you were about to say?
She spoke, I think it was the second one. She talked about the external validation, connecting people with other Thrivers, connecting them with the fan page, connecting them to the customer group. And back to what Sonia said, being consistent, just, you know, showing up every day with using the product, sprinkling Thrive into life and into your social media.
Mhm. Yeah, and then with this Reels, which we're all, you know, jumping in and using and so forth, it's getting to see so many other aspects of our life rather than just a static picture, so to speak, or a quick little video clip or whatever. Reels is actually kind of making it a lot more fun to show our Thrive life and do fun things and show a little bit more of who we are with our personalities and everything. That's kind of how I feel about Reels and stuff. And let's see, Miss Charlene, you're the last one.
So consistency is definitely a huge thing. One I kind of learned on my own, and I hear it a lot throughout having listened. I mean, I've watched all the training stuff in the cloud office, and I've been here actually promoting since 2018, and I've been active regularly, just not consistent, right? And when I'm consistent, I see the growth. And every time